episode away. I'm putting in the work for you. I was hoping some friends could jump on. Tuning in from Arkansas. Cool. I love me some Arkansas. I'm here in Springfield, Missouri, if you didn't already know that. I love kayaking in Arkansas. Do you do reselling? Or you just like football? Chiefs fan? Resell toys? Cool. Do you resell on eBay or Mercari or both or Amazon? eBay. I've got something I'm going to sell. I'm going to do like lots and stuff. I just bought something to try. Got cheap. I don't think I've ever been to Fayetteville. I stay in the country. It's all a beautiful state, though. I love it. I'm glad not very many people know about it, honestly. Southern Missouri is beautiful, too. I'm from North Missouri, which I love that. I miss snow. We get ice and sleet and slush here. Up there, you get smashed with snow. But when you have it all year long, too, you don't want it either. So yeah, like Buffalo River, of course. And then there's one that's down south. What's it called? It's awesome. It's better than Buffalo. It's fast. It's fun. Can't be drinking too much on that one, I'll tell you that. Hey, Infamous Snacker. I just came to jump on, give a place to people to chit chat for a minute. Talk about some Chiefs. I'm all nervous. Don't know what to do. I've never been in a position. My team is waiting. I've never had 2 weeks to wait for a game like this. Well, I guess we did have the bye, but not for the Super Bowl. It's kind of a little strange. Costs a lot. Yeah. I didn't really have much to do. I was just wanting to chit chat for a little bit. I thought maybe some people coming on, and there wasn't much live going on. Craigslist Hunter was on with Primetime Treasure Hunter, but headed to bed soon. Right on. Thank you for joining for me for a minute. I appreciate it. I was just listing some stuff on eBay. I was just taking some pictures that I jump on for a little bit, see if I can get anybody to come on, talk a little bit. eBay room is all set up. Cool. eBay room is in storage and shipping and lights and everything. You have one room for it, or is that just your listing area for eBay? I got all kinds of areas. I don't know how people do it with a big family. Crazy. Listing shipping, yeah. So what do you like to sell? If I haven't asked you before, I'm sorry if I have. Yeah. I have a garage I can use for some stuff that I don't worry about getting dusty, or stuff that I know I can clean, bulky. You haven't sold in a bit? Yeah, get back in it. It's crazy what, And if something's a low price, you can always lot it up with a couple other things and usually get your money back at least, so you can buy something else. Coins, yeah. There's a lot of coin. A lot of people, the coin people will jump in my chats here and there, grab them up. It's great info. Like they're telling me that 1964 D nickel is worth a bunch of money because I don't know, just limited or whatever. Went through all my coins that night, didn't have any, but just good to know that kind of stuff. Yeah, everybody has so much stuff at their own house, especially after Christmas. They usually get something that's better version of what they already had. So there's always something to sell. That's what's great about watching resale channels. I didn't know. I sold friends VHS tapes the other day. $4. Paid a quarter. Sold 3 of them like that. $12 for 75 cents. Yeah. I sold all kinds of dumb stuff. I sold some Tigger plush. Paid like 50 cents for it. Sold it for $15. Someone had like 50 Tiggers. I wish I would have bought more now. I bought 10 or so. Most of them sold around $15. And I bought a bunch of other stuff with it. All figured out it's like 50 cents a piece for about everything spread out, Man, garage sales is the way to go. Love it. Lot up a bunch of stuff and you have like old shoes. You'd be surprised what people buy old shoes. I mean, sell for $20 or something, and then have money for your next pair or whatever. As long as you know how to do the shipping on eBay, get the labels. If you print the labels off, it's cheap. Garage sales is key. You can survive at Goodwill, but they've kind of gotten wise to what sells, and they've actually overpriced some things. So at mine, I've got a few of them, and a couple of them don't even keep the electronics anymore. It just goes on to somewhere else or something. I don't know. So that's why I kind of started doing some toys every once in a while, just because I figure I'd try it. It was easier to source and upping the postage prices. They up the prices. Shoot, they've upped it 2 or 3 times since I've started 6-7 months ago. I'm not surprised. They kind of have to. I mean, actually, if you think about it and you compare it to other countries and stuff, we got it good. I'm telling you. If you compare it to Amazon, shoot, you can't really do that. Most people on eBay we're so worried about the time and stuff, so that's why I like to ship. I ship cards a lot of times, so 3 ounces to 2 ounces and small, easy, 286 to ship. So most of the time, my 286 is going to go up to 297 or something, 298. So I mean, you can always figure that into your price in a way if it's that big a deal. That's how I feel. I mean, I'm not going to let something like that stop me. I usually charge like $4 straight for my shipping, and then it comes out to 286 or so because you got to pay for I got card holders. I got to pay for the bubble wrap, the shipping, the stuff with it. So it ends up coming out to $400 anyway. So, and it's going right to their doorstep. That's what they're paying for. So I don't worry about it. If they don't want it, they can get someone else's. And if they're doing free shipping, all the times they're figuring that in the other price. So about that, whatever. The FedEx though has been cheaper. I already looked. Some of my FedEx prices have been better than the USPS already. So I noticed it's drastically different. 20 or 30% must be up every January. Yeah, probably because we're after Christmas and they're kind of lose a little money not having all that big money that just came in. Pirate ship. Now I'm doing that tomorrow. Thank you. Yeah. Everybody does it, and I don't know why I don't. I just haven't had a lot of small things. I have an antique mall booth, so I'll set some of my good stuff like that in antique mall, and so I don't have to ship it because it's heavy. And it goes to my antique mall. I have this huge antique mall here in Springfield. It's ridiculous, actually. Um, but yeah, pirate ship, especially because then I can start doing international shipping. Hey, Flipping Particles, thanks for joining. Appreciate y'all. I was just chit chatting, really. I just thought I'd throw up Super Bowl and live chat. My best live chat was one that I put live chat in the title. I thought, why not? And I like talking about Chiefs and stuff, and I like talking about reselling. So, are you sourcing cards or doing breaks? I'm gonna eventually. That's one of the things I'm gonna do is do some breaks. That's for sure. I buy breaks and lot it out, and the stuff that I can't sell on eBay because eBay waters down some things they don't want to sell, and I'll sell them in my antique mall booths and flea market booths. And even then, if they don't sell as good, I'll lot it up with a bunch of other cards and sell it like a Chiefs lot of 20, for $15, and it works pretty good. I always get my money back for sure. But you make your best money on TI-83 plus calculators and stuff like that. That people don't know. They stop for $2. It's a fast flip of $35 shipping on top, and that's this stuff. Sometimes I do good because I'm smart about like who to get. I got Patrick Mahomes and like Albert Pujols, and I'm pretty good about scouting people before they get good. So it's really just my knowledge of sports, really, I guess. Hey, Sleepless Hustler. Appreciate you joining. I don't know how you get in these live chats with all you do. Yeah, we all need to do pirate ship, especially it's free. It's easy. You never know when they're going to start charging. We've seen a lot of those companies, third-party companies that will Vendu and things like that, the cross post and things. So you might as well get in when you can, because a lot of times they'll grandfather you in. Hey, Corey, how's it going? Top rated seller? Yeah, probably. Yeah. A top rated seller, do you have to have free shipping? I can't remember. I was thinking it did. But I was just wondering. I don't know. Part of the impeachment trials. A lot of us are baby level sellers. Most of us just need to start at home. Most of us have crap that we just don't need. I mean, we're all consumers, really. Um, and that's what I think the best thing about reselling has been for me is stopping collecting so many things, stop hoarding so many things. I didn't think I did, but I did, and it almost feels better. I think YouTube's kind of helped me too because it's good to show other people. So then it's been easier to let go of things because I'm showing it, helping people too. So I think it's helped me from being the hold on, my precious kind of stuff. So I think it helps me spend less. I think too. I don't know. No free shipping. Okay, cool. Just have to, yeah. Yeah, my shipping, I don't really worry too much about it. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes with my cards, I'll just up the price a little bit, and I know the shipping's only going to be a couple, 286, and a lot of people almost assume, like with baseball cards, people almost don't even look at the shipping. They want the card. And like I had one of my last cards, I charged $30 shipping, and he didn't question it because it was a huge sale, and I put on a ton of insurance on it. It's FedEx home delivery, and it has to be signed by them. And it cost 35. I charged them 30. So um, everybody really appreciates that. No, I sent him a note and say, hey, you're gonna have to. Adult has to sign. I'm sorry, but it's protecting me and you. And most of the time, they appreciate that, especially telling them beforehand, so they know that they might have to go pick it up. And instead of that, people don't like being surprised. I don't. Most people, no one does. Not on some stuff. Free returns. Yeah, I've definitely got that. And you do 30-day returns too, right? Do you do internet flipping particles? Do you do international shipping via pirate ship, um, or do you do GSP only? I'm just GSP only. I need to venture into the new way, open myself up to. I've sold two Mahomes autographs to Canada, so there's people in other countries that want these cards too, and I bet there's not a lot of people that do that sell cards even think of that, so they probably don't even try. So I'd be opening myself up to a big market probably. Yeah, I agree. Miracle work. Stuff I selling is unique. Maybe it doesn't hurt me so much. Yeah, because he's doing good. If Patrick Mahomes gets hurt or has a bad year, you know. So, but that's why I do other things. Other people, I don't count on that. I count on other things really. Simple export. Yep. Canada, 8.95 per 8 ounce simple export. No kidding. Only 8.95. Man, those people bought those autographs for me from Canada. They paid like $40. How does the customs work? Do I have to fill like a customs report or anything if I'm sending it? How does that work? Is that yeah? That's a question I just never. I don't know. I don't think I've heard anybody answer that one. But you'd think there'd have to be some kind of customs. Like I had snakeskin boots that were confiscated at customs. Canada doesn't want your snakeskin boots, by the way. Answer the question that's in the barcode. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Well, especially if it's just cards, it'll be easy. They can scan that; it'd be nothing. No special form. When I sent those shoes to GSP and they were to Canada, I never got them back. They must got confiscated and destroyed, and I still got the money, and the buyer got all their money back. So I thought that was strange. Watch, they'll take it out some other time. I don't see it. Flipping particles. How many subs you got now? You're up there pretty high, aren't you? I haven't been joining many chats. It kind of slows down when you don't join a bunch of chats. The subscribers, people see you, and that's what's good about having reselling names. It's just for the live chats, really. I think 1,060. Yeah, I was thinking you're over 1,000. That's awesome. I know it probably takes a while. I've been doing it for. I didn't really start trying for about 4 months ago, but I think I started about 6 months ago. I think I'm 470 or something like that. Not bad for 5 years. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's probably 100 Oops, sorry. There's probably 100 subscribers I have that probably won't watch me. They're just trying to get me to get them, and I don't want a bunch of empty subscribers anymore. So I don't want to do like the Pusa Studios. I'll check out other people because I kind of want to check out how they do things, but I almost don't want them to join me in a weird way. If that makes any sense. Because I just don't want. Because even if I got monetized, if I'm not getting anybody to view me, it won't matter that I'm monetized. Won't make $100 a month to even get paid. So I'll just try to get better at my content as much as possible. And I'm gonna do a couple how-to videos. Like I said, I did the how I boxed my $2,000 card and sent it off to Massachusetts. I did a video of how to do it. I do that anyway just to protect myself, like how I box it, make sure it's protected. It's the card exactly how it was in the picture, just to protect myself with eBay, honestly, and everything, PayPal. And so I was like, well, I should do a how-to video on what I do too afterwards. So I think I'll do that little video. That should be a good one. It's funny how you kind of now I just always thinking about like how to do a video. You can make a video out of that. You can make a video out of that. You do a lot. You do mostly lives, don't you? I've kind of cut back on my YouTube watching. Hey PFP, how you doing? I appreciate you. I just wanted to chit chat. I'm thinking about the Chiefs game. I'm freaking out, and I've still got 3 or 4 days left. I'm not used to having my team actually getting to the Super Bowl. It's kind of freaking me out. Yeah, I mean, I think we all do it. We jump in and enjoy the community, which is good. We see a reward back by a lot of the just validation of what we're doing. But if it's taken from what we do, you know, um, if it's taken from what we do that makes us interesting on our content, then what are we doing? And I think I've seen some people jump off of YouTube of creating because it was killing them because they were creating way too much. You could see some people too much, and I'm sure I've been there too a little bit when I was doing a bunch of lives at first because I was really trying to get some watch hours, but I realized how far behind I was, but it mattered about subscribers. Like I had like 100 watch hours and 40 videos. So don't stop your live if you like it. I mean, if you don't like it, you don't like it. Try something different. I think everybody should do a little bit of both. You see some people that you can tell do too many lives. They're comfortable in the lives and they're creating videos and you can tell they're not comfortable. Might as well do both right now before one gets too much one way or the other. People come in with their chat. Stupid. Um, but yeah, it's even takes a little bit from my exercise sometimes if I'm not careful. And because like I said, my buddy, my best friend was like, so let me get this right. You resell on eBay, you have a antique mall that you have 2 booths in, you have a flea market mall, antique mall that you have 1 booth and 2 glass booths, 3. And then you have a lawn mowing business, a power washing business, and then you have the YouTube. I'm like, yeah. He's like, what? Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's what happens when you don't have kids and wife. Thank you. I've spent $70 on haircuts in the last 20 years. It's been fantastic. 2 razors. You can do it all. What I really want to do is just play the mandolin and guitar all the time and do exercise, teach people how to exercise. Actually, this is all just work. Work's easy. That's just discipline. Most people want to watch TV. Pretty easy not to do that. Even when I'm like live chats, I'm usually listening, taking pictures so I can listen some other time. This is one of the few times I'm not doing a lot, but I like to chit chat. I like to talk. I don't care about trolls. They come in here and whine about whatever. They probably saw live chat, so they're gonna come in. Just gonna give me watch hours, watch time. Not gonna hurt my feelings. Oh, that's a good idea, dear. It's a good idea. Miracle worked. Um, Sometimes it's just good to have a discipline, a set hour. I don't think people realize it's really not the trainer. Sometimes it's really the set time you have to be there. Then that person becomes the accountable person, which is awesome. And I think everybody should do it. I don't care who you are. I love doing it so much. I don't have to anymore. I get such a reward out of my thinking clearly that it's a must. The body just it just helps, but it's a good idea. I started my eBay was actually starting reselling was to pay for my mandolin lessons. You got to have a reason sometimes, and that was my reason to get myself doing something I knew I was supposed to be doing already. I'd planned on doing it for a long time with my cards. I just hadn't done it. There I am. That's awesome. 60, working out 4 times a week with weights. It's great. We all just what we don't realize we don't need people think about in hours and stuff. No, you know they think an hour and a half and stuff like that. Whenever you only need like 10 to 20 good minutes. That's it. Especially 4 times a week. I mean, I like to do more, but you don't need much at all. Just eat smart. Don't eat stupid. I was telling my friends today, like, it's not the potatoes' fault. We put it in a deep fry in vegetable oil and put salt and then dip it in ketchup and ranch. It was a potato. That's not a potato. It's not the potato's fault. Yeah. I just like to breathe hard, do some, whatever it is. Like the elliptical, I'll do sometimes. I'll run long distance. I'll run real quick, short distance, or I'll do bike or even the row machine. Just something to get me where I'm breathing hard, where I want to stop. And then that's when I know I've at least got enough. And then you push on if you need to. But usually I just go lift weights, and then you add on, because lifting the weights is the easy part. That's kind of fun. The running and the heart rate stuff. Once you got that going, then the working out is even easier. You got the blood flowing through. That's what I like. Thanks, Infamous Stacker. Appreciate you for joining for a minute. Appreciate you. Yeah. Yeah, we benefit from both. I'm addicted to working out. I probably should have a workout channel, honestly. I like to do I used to do a boot camp. We do some crazy I wish I was in that good a shape. I used to be in unbelievable shape. Mainly because I know my family has a tendency, if we're not in good shape, we'll gain weight and get a real high chance of diabetes, and I don't want to do that. I mean, it still might happen, but I'm not gonna make it easy on the SOB. Well, I thought there might be some people out there. I had a friend that go out with those cricket machines, and she's been putting them on shirts, and she got like the Can-C logo and the arrowhead, and then like puts Kelsey or Mahomes on the back. And I was like, you bring those up to my antique mall booth, they'll sell no time. My antique mall actually called me, and this antique mall is huge. She called me and said, "Hey, do you have any more of the Chief stuff? Everybody's asking for your stuff. Like, I have two people that I'm supposed to text whenever you bring something in." I'm like, "Whoa!" So I took up 4 jerseys in a shadow box this afternoon, which is probably too late for them to get there. So they'll probably go tomorrow, see if anything's sold. Something sold at the other one. Mahomes jersey, $60. Sweet. Does anybody have any questions for me? Um, did I have a good eBay day? No, but my last like 5 or 6 days have been really good. If that's what you're asking, I hope you have. Hope you had a good one. I was getting ready to list all my Mahomes stuff. I just took like 6 or 7 pictures of some new Mahomes, just random cards. But he's so hot around here. It's crazy. It is crazy. It's like some kind of phenomenon. You don't see this kind of stuff very often. Um, I mean, people weren't even Chiefs fans down here, really. People were still kind of Rams fans from the old St. Louis Rams back when they were 99 through 2001 when they were really good. I felt like a loner down here being a Chiefs fan because up north Missouri, everybody's Kansas City Chiefs fan. I don't know. Since I am new to your channel, do you collect anything? I collect some cards, some football cards and baseball cards, autographs. Um, got a Joe Montana, Jerry Rice autograph on the same picture. Brett Saberhagen, I got an autograph. George Brett, Tony Gwynn, Albert Pujols, Patrick Mahomes. I sold my Bo Jackson, but it was a really good one. I didn't need that good a one. Um, it was an Earl Campbell Bo Jackson. It was pretty awesome, but I bought it for 50 and sold it for 150. I almost didn't. I didn't think anybody actually buy it. I kind of didn't want anyone to buy it, but hey, gotta do what you gotta do. It was a good sale. See you, Miracle Warp. Thank you. Appreciate you for joining. Join anytime. Hit that like button if you guys could. Hey, Mountain Man, how you doing? Do I only sell sports cards? Oh no, it's about half. But I know it so well. It's a nice, steady, consistent. It's like my Amazon. Easy to source, easy to list, easy to store, easy to ship. I know the market real well. So, but then all the other stuff I've learned from Commonwealth Picker, Garage Flips, Shed Life, RVA Flips, Cincinnati Picker, Part Time Picker. So I know how to sell all that other stuff and clothes, uh, shoes. I sold a couple mitts recently. I got all kinds of stuff to sell. In my flea market booth, I sell. You wouldn't believe what sells in the flea market booth. I, good lord, it's just like a garage sale. Some of the stuff I didn't think would even sell. I couldn't believe, honestly. Some of the stuff's in there I thought would sell, didn't, but I know it will. Mountain Man, do I you buy sports breaks? Yes. Looking at to maybe tap in the water? Yes. Do you do the live break auctions where you win and have to watch the YouTube channel? Yeah. Um, well, I'm in a special group that I've worked myself into, but you can still get a bunch of good deals. But I don't have to go hunting as much. It kind of comes to me, if that makes sense. But there's other groups out there too. But all you have to do is whatever your favorite team is, look them up. Minnesota Vikings auctions. Look when they're going, and look to see what the product is. You don't want to buy something crappy. Um, when it comes to Panini, I mean, you'll see the prices on the other ones because usually what they'll have is a bunch of the same breaks going at the same time. But just look up your team, buy one, and you'd be surprised you can get between $5 and $30 and take a chance and get an autograph and sell an autograph and make 40, and you're like, lot the rest together and a lot and sell them. It's not always perfect. I don't know. It's just something I like to do on the side. It's what I did before I started doing all the other reselling, and now it just makes it adds on kind of deal. Cards are a good investment. Well, again, I scout well. My good investment was Patrick Mahomes because I started buying his stuff up a year ago before everybody else knew. Well, really knew. They still would say, "Oh, he hasn't won the big game" or this and that. Tom Brady's GOAT. I'm like, yeah, but I've never seen nothing like this. And so I bought up all kinds of stuff. So I'm really good at scouting stuff too. It's because I know sports. It's not like it's something easy to do, but like I said, you can find some great deals on eBay. eBay is a good buying market in sports cards. Um, Honestly, it's kind of watered down, so you can actually do some pretty good. About to head to bed, late sale. Right on. 14 sold. Nice work, Mount Man. Yeah, it's weird how that is. I had it the other day. I'm like, I had it set like 4 or 5 days, and then all of a sudden I sold like 10 in 3 days. It was just one after another. It was nice. Sporting goods a day? Yeah, sporting goods are awesome. They get worn, they get used, and they need the same ones usually. Cool. Good finds on the jerseys. Yeah, I stopped doing auctions anymore unless I really want the money now. But at least you start them at the right, you want to start them at the lowest you want to take. So that way you can always put it on buy it now or something else. But it seems like a lot of people just kind of like, oh, I'll watch it. And then they forget about it unless you end it right at Sunday night. 7 o'clock is a good one to end on. I like to do Thursday through Sunday night. So it hits 2 weekends, ends on Sunday night when people kind of sit around the house. Hey, Joe, thanks for joining. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes and Albert Pujols is the other one I really collect a lot of. And then there's other stuff that sells. Um, and at worst, you can always like get a bunch of Pittsburgh Steelers, put 30 of them together, throw in some Ben Roethlisberger good ones that I can't sell around here, and put them up for 15, $20. They'll sell. Someone in Pittsburgh, you know, you might even find some reseller that's going to take them there and put them in his antique mall booth, and he can actually get 15, $20 for that one Roethlisberger. Oh, I couldn't get nothing for that here. So there's some ways to do eBay flips because that's what I used to do at the beginning. I didn't know anything about garage sales. So I knew people weren't selling good sports cards in garage sales, and that's what I knew mostly about. Well, my man, yeah, I mean that happens, but I mean most of the time, you know, you just get your money back, but it's not for everybody, that's for sure. But it's like anything we buy, you don't know for sure. I had one Chiefs break where I got a Travis Kelsey autograph, Dante Hall autograph, and a Joe Montana autograph. The and then a bunch of Mahomes just regular print cards. They were pretty good, and some other stuff too. Just a stack of Chiefs. And the Travis Kelsey went for $59, and that's how I paid. That's how much I paid for the whole lot. So Joe Montana was basically free, and I don't care that much about Travis Kelsey. He's great, but I'm a Tony Gonzalez fan to the day I die. Yeah, Steelers just there's so many Steelers fans hit like 4 generations almost. kind of like Dallas Cowboys, Yankees. That helps, Mountain Man. But a lot of times that's what everybody else is. That's the thing, is that's why I like to do my favorite teams. Like I've been on the Royals because who else has been on the Royals? But I also know there's a bunch of good young players. They're going to be good because I scout, like I said. Um, I got a bunch of Royals breaks, and they're going really cheap. And Bobby Witt Jr. is amazing. I've gotten one autograph already, and a bunch of other cards, and he's gonna be good. Um, so there's just chances. But if you tried to like buying theirs is 20 or 25 bucks. If you try to buy the Baltimore Orioles, who got the best player, it's 150 bucks because you can go ahead and sell that one right away for good money. And I don't know. And that's another thing too, is like I've had people question me like, why are you selling the Mahomes? Shouldn't you wait and this and that? I'm like, you don't understand. I know who my market is. I know who's going to buy that card for $2,000. It's not someone who don't care about cards. He knows he's trying to buy it before the Super Bowl happens because he knows he's going to have a good game. And even if he still wins the Super Bowl, and he might win the MVP again. So they're buying it before the possibilities. In a way, they wouldn't have bought it if it didn't have the possibilities. So you're buying on possibilities. It's a kind of a different thing than selling a usable good, selling a collectible. And that's why, like, people talk about the auctions hurt them when they don't sell and they don't pay. Oh, they hurt me more, guaranteed. I had I had it set up last year where I had 3 autographs ending the night of the MVP being announced, and I had it on a 7-day auction where it ended on Saturday or Sunday night. I think it was Sunday night, 2 hours after they announced it on purpose, and 2 of the 3 did not pay on that auction, and I was so mad because I was never going to be able to return it to be that time again, and because some people talk about how it sucks. Well, it was really bad because I can't ever recreate that, and I'd planned on it. I had put in the work, and I didn't get. It was frustrating. Well, the one with the autos also too will go for more in auctions because a lot of the guys going in there, they have checklists. They know what they're doing. So I mean, like I said, just go to your favorite team unless it's like the best teams. Um, just play, and, just try to get a cheap one. See what the auctions are going for. What I do is I watch when they end, see what they're going for, see what they're going for, see what they're going for, and then when I see one going cheaper, then I buy one because I know it's going for less than had been going. And what I do is see if you see an auction that's going at Monday at noon, watch that one because who else? There's not a lot of people going to be sitting there watching it Monday at noon. So some people set up bad auctions. Those are the ones you snipe. So there's just things you can do inside of it, but you got your systems all set up. So when you make enough money to take a chance on 20 to 40 bucks on a team you might like, and I'll buy them from you. If they're a complete dud, I'll give you 20 bucks back of the 40 if it's Panini. Yeah, Panini's top of the line in football for sure. Top still does pretty good in baseball, but Panini has football too. It's not as, I mean, baseball, but it's not quite as good. But the immaculate, well, the lower, I don't know. It's hard to explain. You'd see if you get in there a little bit. Who's in the Super Bowl? It is the 49ers, San Francisco 49ers, and the Kansas City Chiefs. Um, I can understand if you don't watch or play. I played in high school, and I was a big Chiefs fan as a kid. Dad takes you to the game. You kind of prediction of the score. Oof. You know, I've watched a lot of Super Bowls, and as good as I think Mahomes is, most of the time it's not a high scoring game. It's usually really tough to play. Everybody's really nervous, and so oh, I don't want to jinx it. I know what I'm thinking in my head, but it won't be as high scoring as people think. Defenses usually come out and play better because when you're really I remember when I played football, when you're really nervous, it actually helped to play defense, but it didn't help to play offense because you got to be a little more hand-eye, and that goes wayward. But when you're nervous on defense, you use that energy, that nerves to take it out to someone else. So I think that's why the defense is I would bet the under if that's what you're asking. Thanks, PFP. Thanks for joining. You joined quite a bit, and I appreciate it. Ooh, Doc Gooden. What a good one. Mickey Ward. I don't know. I like the Doc. He was something else. One of the best rookie years any Major League Baseball players ever had. Something else. They won the World Series that year, didn't they not? Yes. 86 Mets. 49ers versus Chiefs. Your prediction. Well, I'm a Chiefs fan. Sam Sears. Many people in the UK say that NFL players are pussies because they wear helmets and protection. It's probably because they've never hit anybody with a helmet. It's not. It's awful. It hurts. It's it's actually stupid. My buddy was from New Zealand. He played rugby a lot, and his brother played like pretty high up. And he would always say they need to the NFL players should need to get rid of those things and put the helmets on because they won't hurt each other because it hurts too much. Because my buddy played college ball and it was awful. Those helmets don't do it's a sham. It doesn't. It just makes you not bleed. But oh man, I don't want my nephews to play. Honestly, I like to watch it, but I wouldn't go with pussies. We're so stupid. We actually hit each other that way every time. When you're in rugby, you're just not stupid enough to hit each other. We're just stupid. I wouldn't say pussies. Definitely stupid. What's your honey ho? Is it a thrift stores or Goodwill or one of those small mom and pop Goodwills that some people get? I don't have any of them. Niners D is so good. Well, I've seen them play really bad this year too. And so have I seen the Chiefs. But both their defenses have been playing good for the last 5 to 7 weeks. So it doesn't matter what they did before. They both have been playing really good. But what I would say is the NFC offenses they're facing are not very good. I mean, I wouldn't even say they're mediocre. So it'll be a different story in this game for sure. But I mean, Chiefs defense have shown some pretty bad weakness early in the year. Shoot, they were down 24-0. One of them's a block punt, but they were down 24-0 in a heartbeat. But they stood up well. Thanks, not cosmetic. Appreciate you. Well, I think some people can take the hits, but there's some people that are borderline already, and then you add the hits on. Not good. I mean, I had a lot of hits, and uh, I'm doing better than I think a lot of people I know. So I think it just depends on the person. If you're borderline crazy already, though, I think a lot of people just, they're just different. Some people have more fluid to cushion. Boy, it hurts. I mean, your stomach would get, you just like that sick to your stomach feeling. Ugh, ringing. Mm. Retail. Oh, cool. Wearing a helmet. Yeah. Yeah. Like I say, I think it just keeps you from losing chunks of your head or bleeding. It's not really stopping much. Whoa, what sold? Oh, had a Mahomes card sold. Sweet. Nice. I had a Mahomes autograph sell for 400. I got that in a break. I got that in a $59 break. $400. Oh, man, hope you saw that. That's nice. Boom. And that's how some breaks can be. I usually get my money back at least, and then that one will be, you were hit by a car. Wow, that's, whew, man, that's crazy. Someone driving bad, or is just a small road or something? I got lucky. It's harder to get Chiefs breaks now than it was when I was first doing it too. So, like I said, you can be ahead of the curve, but you got to hit it while you know it's. Thanks, Mountain Man. Appreciate you. We'll have to do a live sometime. I need to get people in here sometime. Thanks for joining Flipping Particles. Listen to me, blah blah blah. I saw $450 come across. Like, what? I always charge like that one's $15 for the shipping just to get some extra insurance on it. They turned right into you. So the cops came and talked to him. What did they say? Like, was there an excuse or did they stop? They just go on. That's awful. Where do you live? You have a GoPro 8? No, you probably have a 7. If you already had one. You think they stopped me? You don't remember? Wow. That's crazy. The projects? Huh? Hey, Lobster. Thanks. I've been enjoying your lives when I can. I've been trying to stay out of so many. I think we all, especially the creators, know that it helps them for people like us that are mid-range people, like Flipping Particles knows. So I appreciate it. You have a DJI Osmo Action, like it better. Interesting. So how much does that cost? DJI Osmo. Your boy is going in on Sunday. Oh, yes. Yeah, Flipping Particles. Sounds good to me. Just hit me up. Just give me a couple days. I think you already understand that I pack on a ton, so I need to lot out some time. But if you lot out some time, and make sure you tell me what time zone, because I'll forget. I went on late for Resale King. I feel like an idiot. I now know to ask. Yeah, I can't see Super Bowl. Sorry, my boy. I don't know if you were just on here, but I sold an autograph. Where'd I put it? Crap. Where'd I put it? Already lose it? Well, anyway, sold it for 400, sitting here. Buy it now price. I had people kept going, hey, 300. If I give you 300, if you just take the shipping off, I'll give you 300. I'm like, nah, not nah. And it sells the next day for $400. It's funny too, is the sports card people, they'll text you and go, "Hey, did you get the 400? How much did you get? How much did you sell that for?" Like I'm going to tell them, but they know that they see the buy it now price, but I know I could have got a smaller offer. Yeah, lobster noses stuff. Less than a GoPro, like 350. Cool. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, just give me a shout. I'll be dead, well, slow until beginning of March. That's when my lawn mowing becomes that's when I start my lawn mowing, my power washing channel. I'll still be reselling though. It's too much fun. I can go sourcing while I mow because I can go buy my Goodwills. I can set up my yard sale treasure map and hit some good ones. I try to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so I can kind of take Thursday, Friday off in the mornings if I have to. If there's good garage sale days, so it's too much fun. Damn, where did I put that card? I just had it here. Disappeared to the vacuum. Best find that card. It's here somewhere. I just had it in my hand. Best find that card. Just right here. I don't know where would it went. Beats me. Gonna be 0. Oh no. I lost it in 35 seconds here. I'm probably sitting on it, bending it. Probably fell on the floor. It's underneath the bed. I know I just had it, so. I'll just tell him it was damaged. I don't know. Any big sales, Lobster? I'm just looking. Now I saw another Cephas box of 3-headed to Australia. Sweet. Hope he doesn't watch my channel. Oh no. Turn me in. It's weird thinking about like the Kobe Bryant thing, like my buddy was saying, he's like, if anything ever happens to you, I can at least go back and watch your old lives and watch you, so you'll never be gone that way. I'm like, good point. It's kind of cool. Think about that. The legacy goes on. Me rambling about crap. I was telling my sold it on my car. I forgot to take it down. My bad. My antique mall called me like, please bring up your Mahomes stuff. Please. We have people asking, begging for it. I took 4 jerseys and shadow box. I got some more coming too. So I enjoy the channel. I think it's fun. Um, Kind of gives a break of the listing, taking pictures. I mean, even if someone's here wanting to be with me, they don't want to watch me take pictures of anything. Uh, Kind of lonely. So it's kind of nice to stop for a second, chit chat, and then getting so many bolos from awesome resellers that have been on eBay, like Comma Picker, been on for 15 years selling. So he just knows things that people never even thought about. Well, right on, man. Appreciate it. I bought a 1982 World Series baseball, official baseball. It's worn down, but Commonwealth Picker had it in his store right around Christmas, and I'm like, oh shoot, I have to buy that. It was like $12 something, maybe 15. I think it's 12 something, free ship, and I knew I could sell that for 30 bucks all day in my own antique mall, but I'm gonna end up keeping that because I'll never find another 82 World Series baseball. Cardinals were in it with the Brewers. And that's when the Brewers had Paul Molitor. It's weird to think that Paul Molitor, Robin Yount, Ozzie Smith, Terry Pendleton, Tommy Hurt, a lot of these guys hit that ball. It's just kind of cool for me, being a sports freak. Steelers 1980 towel from the Super Bowl. That's cool. Totally like that. Put that in a frame so it doesn't get dust and crap on it. It's awesome. I got my stuff from the 2014 World Series. Went and saw the Royals play, and we had our little towel we got for free. And we lost in the game seven, but it was the best, one of the best game sevens, best World Series of all time. And they ended up winning the next year, so it didn't matter. And it was so much fun. I can't even. It was awesome. Instagram, you bet, man. I'll try to. Oh yeah, got some Ozzie Smiths. Yeah, I have a Willie McGee auto I'm selling right now. Yeah, just give me a shout on what cards you got. I can kind of tell you what they go for. Sometimes, like I said, eBay waters down some cards because people like me that don't want a Ben Roethlisberger autograph, I'll sell it for 20 bucks. They might be going for 50 out there. So someone in Pittsburgh is going to buy it for 20 and resell it in his own town for 50. So location can help on that stuff if you have a place, sports card shop stuff that buys that stuff. But there's usually always one. We've got a, we've only got a couple. And that's what I was like. One thing I wanted to do is have my own sports card shop. And then I realized I have eBay and this. It's way cheaper than having a storefront. That's that would get so expensive. Good lord. I can market myself here. I haven't even got good at marketing to myself to actual sports guys, sports card guys on Instagram and stuff. So who knows? Eventually, I think it will interconnect. Hopefully. Where are you at, Lobster? I can't remember. Was it Cincinnati or Northeast, somewhere around there? I guess Lobster, Northeast. I never even asked you what your name means. Oh, California. That's right. That's right. Down by San Diego, right? San. Yeah. Yeah, like I have a ton of pool holes, which are great cards, and they'll be. He's getting ready to pass Willie Mays. First week of the season, I'll pass him. Second week at least. Um, the cards haven't been worth. They haven't gone up in value since since he went to the Angels, because all the people that collect his cards were are Cardinals fans. They all stopped collecting his cards then, so the market for him tanked because the Angels fans weren't going to buy Cardinals cards. They wanted to buy Angels cards. So until he retires or starts breaking records, I still sell some every once in a while, but I'm kind of waiting for I get the prices I want. But once they do start selling, it's going to be, I've got quite a few of them. It's going to be pretty nice. I bought those back before he got his first MVP, because I saw how good he was way back in 2003 or, yeah, 2003. I started buying up his cards. Had a couple autographs. I sold one of his autographs just recently, actually, a Pujols card. Sold it for 150. I think I bought it for 85 way back in the day. And I sold that 150. It's only been trending at like 125. So I got way above market value. I just waited and waited for the right person. But and it's, knowing this part of that eBay game, because most of them do auctions. Like they don't like it that I have buy it now. And so they get frustrated that I put buy it now. Like, because sports cards people were doing this a long time ago. And if anybody knows anything on eBay, it was almost all auctions before. They wanted you to do auctions, and so they still they're used to doing that. So they still like to do auctions. They don't like having to offer stuff. What's your lowest price you'll take on this? And I'll be like, I don't know, send an offer. They don't like that because they know giving out the first price, they're giving up the goods, just like I do. But I don't have to. I don't have to sell it. So I got them. I'm like, I'm letting you look at my selection. You don't have to buy. People get very frustrated with that. But when it's collectibles, you know, I kind of set my own price. Even if some people say, well, it's sold for this and that. I'm like, well, that's cool. They got a good price. You haven't yet, you know. And that's one thing good about collectibles. Some of that stuff sells out of the way, and then yours becomes the lowest one, and it's way higher than that other one. Some people don't know what sold is and check it. That's why some stuff in the flea market booth and antique mall booth actually is worth more money there, because people don't know how to comp it. Well, I guess I've only got a few in the chat. Probably should end this. I appreciate everybody for joining. I just wanted to jump on here for a minute, chit chat with y'all for a minute. I appreciate everybody that joined in the chat, and I'll be seeing y'all around soon. Go Chiefs!